How's it going, guys? This is Najam. Welcome back to another video. Now in the past on this channel I've looked at quite a few USB docks. So this is one that I'm using currently. Not using the USB ports, but I'm using this for video out from Type-C. And I've got other ones that use tablets, and I've also got a laptop. In this video I'm gonna go ahead and show you this. This is a USB docking station. This is a 15-in-1 USB hub that works on the Type-C interface, and it allows you to just turn your whole laptop or something that has just zero or very little USB ports or I/O into something that's more closer to a PC. So this has video out as well as USB interfaces, as well as an SD card reader, and also more USBs as well. So if you look at the back over here, you can see that it's got power delivery as well, so 100 watts. It will charge your devices, and I believe you can use Samsung decks with this and Samsung phones. It does actually say that down here, so you can use as far as I know the Dell XPS as well. You can use pretty much anything that does have USB Type-C. Now the only limit is if your device doesn't have DisplayPort or display-link protocol over the USB, you won't get video out. But if it does, which is most Type-Cs in this day and age, you can actually get use the video out as well on this. So basically, in other words, it turns your device into a mini PC, and you're going to be able to connect it with just a whole big setup. So let's go ahead and unbox it, and I'll just go ahead and set it up. Give you my impressions. This is not a review. I don't think this needs a review. I think this is a pretty solid product, but if there is an update, I will actually make a video or a short, and I might link it in the description or in the comments. So I'll give you an update on this if that's needed. But this is just a USB hub that allows you to turn your laptop or your smartphone into a desktop if you have this plugged into like a whole desktop system. So let's go ahead and just open it up. So it's ta-da. And then it does also have a cable, I believe, and the power cable that goes into this. And is you're not very impressed with that. That's a tiny cable. That's a big issue. So let's take a closer look at this. You have the power in. Now if you want to use the full functionality, you're going to be able to need to power these USB ports, and the other stuff that's inside this, I believe it comes off somehow. So it does have a power in, and you can just plug this into like a USB adapter, and it does have the USB to the host, and then it allows you to use all these cables. So let's go ahead, and it's got a headphone jack as well. That's pretty nice. And you have the 10 gig 5 gig ports as well as Type-C 5 gig, I believe, and then also 10 gigs as well, and the SD card readers, which are pretty slow in this day and age, or especially on these Chinese devices. And that is a little bit stiff. I believe you can take that off. That's magnetic. No, it's suction or something. I don't know. So I'm going to actually go ahead and get this set up. Okay, after brief testing, I have plugged everything in that I normally use, and as you can see, the sides of my laptop are completely free now. And this is really designed for laptops, but you can use this with other devices like mini PCs or the Raspberry Pi or something like that. And I will also try out with Samsung decks. I've actually got the phone plugged into a USB port on this, so I can connect the phone to the laptop, and that's also working. And the speed of charging is actually pretty nice as well. So it's charging at 1.5-ish amps, so that's pretty nice. And it is taking the power from the wall adapter that's going into down here. And I might have to actually find a different place for this because I'm still waiting on some other parts to come in. But for now, it's actually working pretty much perfectly. The mouse is working, everything is working, the speed is pretty good. It almost feels like I'm actually just using directly plugged into the laptop, so it all seems to be working fine. Now I did have some issues getting the display up from the one of the HDMI ports, but I've moved into the another one and that seems to be working fine. I think there might be some limitation to the HDMI splitter right up there that I'm using, but the capture card gets the same footage and there's no delay or anything, so as far as the latency and everything is pretty much working perfectly. Now I'm going to test out the monitor, plugging it directly into this to see how that works, and I'm just going to make a jump cut to actually test it out right now, and I'll let you know how that works. So as you can see, the three displays are on here. I've got this two cables plugged into it now, so this HDMI 1, HDMI 2, and you have the built-in display as well as the two HDMIs plugged into the docking station, and the HDMI that's going directly to the monitor is running at the maximum speed of what the HDMI can provide. The only limit is that it is through HDMI, so you won't get the more higher bandwidth display options, but that's the limit of HDMI, not this monitor or this laptop. So it's running at the full speed. That's pretty nice. And also you can see the other display as well, and that's also on the list over here, and that's also being outputting over there. Yeah, there's that display, and then we also have the one up there, and then there's this one, so they're all running at the same time. So yeah, that seems to be working as well. So I'm actually going to leave the video here. If you do have any questions about this, do ask me in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in another video.